Well, that basically sums up this game. Why? Wow! Kawhi! 15 straight W's to the very end.
Oh my goodness, this doesn't feel real.
What is going on, Rosano Nation, Raptors Nation? Welcome back to another Raps Report. I'm your host, Luca Rosano, and I'm pissed off. The Raptors got absolutely steamrolled tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 122-100, the final. But at one point, the Raptors were down by 40 points against the Boston Celtics. You know, the team that is trailing us in the standings, the team that we might just meet in the second round of the playoffs. But let me be the first to tell all of you, if this version of the Raptors team meets the Celtics, potentially in the playoffs, we're going to get steamrolled. We are going to get embarrassed. We are going to be eliminated. This Celtics team absolutely came through tonight. And you got to give them credit. You got to give the Celtics a ton of credit. And I'm one of those guys who have been giving the Celtics credit all season. I've said many times and been on record for saying that either the Raptors or the Celtics are going to represent the East in the finals. And the Celtics absolutely delivered tonight. This was reminiscent of that Christmas game, and this was 10 times worse. The Raptors forgot how to play basketball. I don't know what the hell they were doing Thursday night. Maybe they were drinking. Maybe they were partying too much. But this team did not show up for this 9 p.m. Eastern start time against the Celtics. They were flat right from the get-go, and flat's not even a good term to use. They were just shooting bricks. Brick after brick after brick. I'm trying to look for pieces of paper around me, but there's none. The Raptors forgot how to shoot the basketball. This offense was stagnant. 42% from the field, 26% from three-point land. That is awful. That is atrocious. That is disgusting. You look at this Raptors team, again, outside of Van Vliet and Lowry, who the hell was stepping up? Nobody. Pascal Siakam. I hate to have to address you, but I have to. It's the big elephant in the room. Everybody's already talking about it. I gotta talk about it. What the hell is going on with Siakam? This is not the guy we saw before the bubble. This dude, I don't think was playing basketball or even working out for that matter in the 4 months that he had off. He has not been himself. He was a non-factor in this one. He was a disappearing act. If Pascal Siakam does not give us the production that we saw before this NBA bubble, the Raptors aren't going anywhere in the playoffs. We need Pascal Siakam, and we can't have him playing like he's lost out there. And I know Siakam, he tends to play sloppy when he gets frustrated, and that was basically how he looked the entire game. He was frustrated, his shots weren't falling, and he was playing sloppy, and it was really ugly to see. I'm not gonna lie. There were so many moments in this game, I'm like, I can't watch this anymore. I gotta change the damn channel. And I did at one point during my live stream to see the Leafs come back and win in epic fashion in overtime. This Raptors team got dominated tonight by a Celtics team that came out looking to make a statement that they are in fact the team that everybody's got to be looking out for, and they are a team to beat. They basically did what the Raptors did to their other opponents. They contained them. I know the final score looks a little bit more respectable, but they absolutely stifled the Raptors. The Raptors got nothing going. There were no bright spots for this team. I mean, the only bright spots, if you want to talk about bright spots, is the fact that Chris Boucher came in and hit a couple of baskets, and Terrence Davis, which leads me to think, why the hell didn't these guys get more minutes when the Raptors were getting their butts kicked earlier in this game? They played in garbage minutes. They got their points. They got their production. You should have ran with them earlier on just to change up something in this game, because right from the get-go throughout, the Raptors got outplayed. This was bad. This was embarrassing. This was worse than the Christmas Day loss. And whenever you look at the score and you see your team down by 40 That is not a good thing. And the more alarming thing about all this, guys, isn't the fact that we just lost this game, because it happens. I don't want to overreact too much on this, because every great team has a bad game. I get that. But where I'm a little bit alarmed is the fact that you look at the top teams in the East and how the Raptors have fared against them. We've lost now against the Celtics a couple of times, looking pretty awful. Not pretty awful, damn awful in 2 of those losses, Christmas Day and now tonight being the new standard. We've lost against the Heat twice. We barely got by in that game at the end after the Heat came back from 17 points down. And then the Milwaukee Bucks, we haven't even beaten them this season. So you talk about the top 3 teams outside of the Raptors in the East, and the Raptors are having tough times. That is alarming. Because when we got to play some of these teams in a playoff series, in a 7-game series, how are we truly going to match up? That remains to be seen, and that is going to be a huge question. And when we have performances like this, where we're just looking lethargic, lazy, and nobody's giving us production, you really start to question how far this Raptors team can go in an Eastern Conference that is really stacked. The Celtics, the Heat, the Bucks. There are so many great teams in the East. I know the Sixers are going to take a step back, especially with the Ben Simmons injury. But I haven't even mentioned the Pacers. Like, the East is competitive. The Raptors need to bring their A game every single night if they want to once again make it to the NBA Finals. So it is alarming to me when the Raptors have this type of performance against a team that they potentially meet in the playoffs in the second round. And especially since our track record against the Bucks, Heat, and Celtics hasn't been good. That is where the chatter is coming from. Marc Gasol, I don't know what's going on with this guy. He got into fantastic shape. I made a video about it. He looks good. I'm digging the long hair that he's rocking, but he just does not look like he's able to play out there. He looks lost. And I don't know if it's just because he's up there in age. But I think Marc Gasol's days in the NBA are outnumbered, especially after seeing a game like tonight. He was a non-factor, and he's basically been a non-factor all bubble. Again, the Raptors, going back to their offense, it was putrid. They couldn't hit a damn shot. And moving forward, where is this offense going to come from? We know Kyle Lowry. We know Fred VanVleet. We know what they're going to give you. They've been basically carrying us offensively throughout the entire bubble. But outside those 2 guys, who is going to give you that consistent offensive production? If Siakam's going to continue to play like he's picking up the basketball for the first time, this Raptors team ain't going anywhere. We need other guys to step up, and we need Siakam to be that guy. We have not seen that so far in this bubble. We cannot just rely on 2 guys carrying our offense. So yeah, it's frustrating, guys. I know what happens. It's 1 loss. It's 1 L. We still have a comfortable lead in that 2 spot. But it's frustrating. Especially when this is a game that was hyped. This is a game that everybody wanted to watch. This was a game that, the American media had their eyes on. And the Raptors look like this. If you're going to lose, at least put up a fight. Don't be blown out. And don't be down at one point by 40. Terrible. Anyways, guys, that's my reaction to this. I don't want to talk about this game anymore. Let me know your thoughts now. Hit me up in the comment section down below. Please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're officially on the road to 14K. Definitely hit that big red button down below. I really appreciate all the people who joined me for that live stream. I actually had to sit through this game with live viewers watching me. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Also, follow me on social media, guys. Instagram, if you guys want to talk about the game more, hit me up on there. Twitter and TikTok, Luca.Rosano. And also, if you want to pick up a Raptors hat from my good friend Stefano Bove, who is a painter, you can get yours. Link down below. Use the promo code LucaRosano, and you get $5 off any hat you want in his store. He's got you. I got you as well. That's it, guys. Raptors, they better bounce back quick because they're going to be playing a hungry Grizzlies team, and we're going to be seeing Jonas Valanciunas on Sunday. That's going to be an early start time, I believe. So that's the Raptors' next game, and that's going to be the first game of a pretty tough back-to-back. We got the Grizzlies, and then we got another top contending team in the East that we're going to have to go up against, and that is Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. So it's going to get very interesting after the Raptors drop this one against the Celtics. That's it for me, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. You can listen to this podcast wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you rate it on Apple iTunes. Again, like and subscribe, and I will catch you all again in the next one. Remember, be great and stay blessed. Peace.